We're back, Seven Rivers Racing on KQEG TV. I'm Dan Dyker along with Al Losi as we recap last weekend's races at the Crosse Speedway. And for 3 weeks in a row now, we've seen the points jumble left and right within 3 drivers. Dakota Miller was on the point lead last weekend. Then you've got Tom Lethe, and you also have Jordan Myers. And Jordan Myers, well, after a successful night here running in the Adam Moore backup car, which kind of confused me getting in the pits, and he's in a different car, and Swenson's in a different car, and later in the night, Jacinta Paff was in a different car. Didn't matter which one he was in. Jordan Myers wins the Thunderstock feature, outrunning second-place finisher Dustin Bagstad. Mark Chalet is going to take third. Chalet's been pretty dominant here in this Thunderstock class this year as well. But because of that win, which Jordan Myers, as soon as he got out in front, he was gone. Now takes the point lead. He has a 1-point lead over Tom Lethe and 2 points better than Dakota Miller. Jason Bolster is about 40 points up, but as tight as this racing has been right here with about between 16 and 20 cars, this is going to be a 3-driver shootout to Fest.
Yeah, and I know Jordan is very serious about this. We were out at practice last Thursday when the track holds their test and tune, and basically it was just us and Jordan was out there with his Thunderstock testing that car, and I know that they spent a lot of time on the track getting seat time just to learn that vehicle a little more, and he's serious.
Well, again, top 3 are going to be in the points battle till Fest. Jordan Myers leads things out there. You know, Dakota Miller lost the point lead, but he won a huge race on Saturday night. We had the trailer race of destruction. He was hauling a 4-wheeler and I think it was a dinosaur in the back of it. You're going to watch a lot of film right here of some interesting. We had Santa Claus getting a lot of road rash. We had a couple of boats, some big campers. And one of the problems we had is you watch this, there was such a log jam up in turn 2. Jacinta Paff in the 13 did a nice job until she ran over a bumper and got stuck. Because of the log jam in turn 2, drivers had to resort to driving through the grass. Well, we had just had rain all day long. And Dakota Miller on that last lap, I'm thinking if he goes through the grass, Nathan One Car White was coming for him. And I think probably would have taken him out. But he got smart and went up towards the wall, as you see him right there, in that lit-up car. Oh, boy. And ended up dusting a trailer, stuck in the grass, and avoided the contact through the grass and ended up winning this run here. You know, our guest in the program is Sportsman driver Jonathan Eckelberg. Jonathan, how come you're never in this trailer race of destruction?
I don't know. Never really thought about it. My dad used to do it every once in a while. He tried taking out the lights on the front stretch. So
I think he did it. You had Kurt and you had Mandy and even stuck Mom in there.
There you go.
4 Eckelbergs. You could think of all the frustration you could take out on Mom for all the years of torment.
That would be a good time. Yeah, I'll have to talk to
Who would you want to hit worse, Kurt or your mom?
Mom would probably be a little more mad.
If you took her out,
it'd be kind of fun, though. Yeah.
Jonathan Eckelberg is our guest in the program, currently running 17th in points at the Crosse Speedway. Of course, we had to let him have one night off this year as he graduated from UW Green Bay, so we let you slide there. Welcome to the program. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me. Always good to be here.
And this is something Jonathan wants to do, by the way, because when you were interning at UW Green Bay, I know I saw a bunch of pictures you had on Facebook. You got to run the audio and visual cords for ESPN for during a Packer game.
Yep, the Monday night Packer-Viking game. I got to work right with ESPN, and I was on the field right next to the Packer bench, and
very good.
Got to hang out with them all night. So that was definitely an exciting experience.
Now, how much of the game did you actually get to watch?
We were told we had to.
Now, were you called a buffer or a key? I mean, you ever watch film credits? You've got a buffer and a key. What were you technically?
I think they just called us like runners or something, but we just were kind of in charge of helping the camera guys and keeping cords out of the way so no one tripped on it. And
see, I always wonder when you watch a football game, you see all that other activity going on, like behind the scenes. And I always wonder how much do those guys ever get to watch a game? Because I'd be kind of bored if I'm just tall and hauling wires back and forth. Man, I'm here for a Packer game. Come on.
Yeah, we know the head of security there, on-field security there for the Packer game. He watches the whole game.
Oh, wow.
And pulls the guys out of the stadium there when they do the Lambeau Leap, and that's his job.
Wow, that'd be exciting.
Yeah, so it's the support, like you were saying, that, that needs to be done. So were you one of those that followed one of the coaches around, or were you?
I was with the main camera guy on the Packers side, so he was, right there at the Packers bench, on McCarthy. And he was the main one. That he went into the huddle at the end of the game, and so that was.
Did you get spit on at all?
I don't think so.
Last time I covered Packers training camp, Al Harris spit all over my feet.
Oh no!
Accidentally.
I don't think I got spit on, but I got to stand right next to him and talk to Aaron Rodgers for a couple minutes. And
there you go.
Nice.
Got to sit on the bench at halftime.
See, now you want to go into public relations. You should have hit him up for a PR job.
I should have. Yes.
Let me be your manager, Brian.
Right, exactly.
John is running a Sportsman again at the Crosse Speedway. How many years now have you been out there?
I've been out there, this I think is my 6th season out there.
I thought you started just about the time I did at lacrosse.
Yep, started right when I turned 16 and raced Hornets for a few years, and then moved up to Sportsman.
So Sister Mandy was still in Pampers then?
Yeah, she was still pretty young.
Actually, she said I would never do this. At the racetrack, I threatened to do this. It's Amanda Eckelberg. We had to get that little bit out of the way.
Yeah, she doesn't really like being called Amanda.
That's why I said that.
So,
17 points this year, and you've had a steady season. I've seen some qualifying times which really kind of surprised you and your family. Is some sit in the stands, the other ones are down working with Kurt and Craig Kohlmeyer, which we'll talk about in the next segment here. Are you comfortable at 17th? I mean, obviously you had to take some nights off this year.
Right, yeah. Took a couple nights off at the beginning of the season and had some rotten luck the last couple of weeks, but where the car's getting faster every week, and for quite a while I was moving up in points every single week.
Oh, yeah.
So that was, an accomplishment, and you can only do so much when you've missed a couple weeks, and but I've been happy with the car other than our little bit of bad luck, and as long as we keep getting faster, then I think we're being successful.
Did you get the loudness taken out from last weekend? You had one of the loudest Sportsman cars out there. Explain to our viewers what happened.
Yeah, we lost the rear end in one of the first hot lap sessions. My gears took a crap on me, and all you could hear from the car was
yeah.
So we thought we had it fixed enough that it would last through hopefully a lap in the heat and a lap in the feature. I didn't qualify just to save laps.
Right.
But got my lap done in the heat and was just pouring rear end grease out of the back end, and there was just a puddle underneath my car when I pulled in. Didn't even make it to my pit, had to get pushed in.
Right.
So lasted one lap in the heat, but didn't quite make it to the feature, but we'll have it fixed up for this week.
All righty, Jonathan Eckelberg, underdog, joining us on the Sim Rivers Racing Show. We're going to talk about the Eckelberg Racing Clan, as we did last year, and it's always good to, we wish we could have gotten them all on here this week, but we'll try to weasel them in here before the end of the race season is done. Other side of this break, we're going to talk more about John and his ventures on and off the racetrack as we return with more 7 Rivers Racing.